So, allegedly, Kevin Hunter and his baby mama, Sharina Hudson, are currently in the middle of a very messy battle because Sharina not only dumped him when he went broke, but she is also planning to sue him for child support, and y'all won't believe the insane amount of money that she is asking for the situation is so crazy that Wendy herself had to drop her 2 cents on the drama, and she put Sharina on blast for being greedy. As you all know, Kevin is in a deep mess with being unemployed, broke, and still needing that hip surgery, and now his baby mama Sharina is doing him dirty by walking out on him and taking their daughter with her. It's just crazy because Serena has made it clear that she is not a ride or die type of girl and that she would not stick by when money runs out. And as we know, Kevin is hella broke right now because he has lost every single thing that he has and has even put his home up for sale. At first, it looked like Serena was going to stay loyal and stick with Kevin through thick and thin, but she soon dipped and left him alone to deal with his struggles. Now Kevin is a mess. But we can't deny the fact that Kevin was super generous to her, even though that generosity came from Wendy's money. Like not long after they started their affair, Kevin bought Sharita a house that cost more than $700,000. But that was not all. I read about it in the blogs and tabloids. The address of this place that he had purchased to share with this backwoods 9 miles from my house in Livingston. And they're living the high life because he also tried to set Sharina up in businesses a couple of times because he wanted her to be independent and have her own money. But all the businesses failed and nothing ever came of them. The first business he invested in was a big stall for her in South Carolina, where she's from, but that business ended up going bust after only a couple of months. He invested in another online clothing and jewelry store called Vish, and it failed again. But Kevin did not stop there, and he helped her get certified as a realtor. But again, this didn't quite work out. He then opened up a vegan company for her, but nothing came of it. It's unclear why all of Serena's businesses fail. But what is clear is that Kevin poured a lot of money into trying to set up a career for her. He also paid all her bills and financed her expensive lifestyle. She and Kevin started their affair around 2009, so he has been paying her bills for a very long time. And it's not like she didn't know that he was married because Wendy was already a public figure at the time, and everyone knew that she was married to Kevin. But Sharina didn't mind that he was a married man, and I don't know if she was blinded by the love that she had for him or if she was just after the money, but she was right by his side when things were going smoothly. In fact, sources revealed that she put pressure on Kevin to divorce Wendy so that they could be together officially. She badly wanted Kevin all to herself. And she didn't mind breaking up his family to get what she wanted. But then Kevin refused to leave Wendy because he knew that she was the one funding his and Serena's lifestyle, and he knew that he would not be able to give Sharina a lavish life without Wendy's money. But things changed in 2019 when Serena got pregnant, and this caused a lot of trouble. Wendy had chosen to turn a blind eye to Kevin's affair as long as he didn't get Sharina pregnant. So when Wendy found out that Sharina had gotten pregnant, she was broken. She didn't even want to divorce Kevin because she was too in love with him. I couldn't quote my mom, my dad, my sister. They would have just leave. And but I'm still in love. I don't know what to do. Are you serious with this? Wendy eventually gathered the shrimp to file for divorce, but not before she made a couple of petty moves, starting with her getting him fired from his job on the Wendy Williams show. If you make, I don't recommend that. Add, you work with your husband because I made him my manager. And then when I decided to divorce him, he had to be fired. Another one, I made him divorced and unemployed all in one day. Kevin did manage to get an alimony ruling, and Wendy was ordered to pay him a monthly alimony. We don't know how much the alimony payments were, but we know that it was more than enough for him and Serena to live comfortably without working. But what they didn't understand was that Wendy was not joking around when she said, and in a very plotative individual, I will plot on you. That's right. She had her lawyer sneak in a clause into the alimony stain if for any reason Wendy's contract with Talk WWE's not renewed and or is otherwise suspended, canceled, or terminated, and Wendy does not have any other television show being aired and paying her an equivalent salary. Defendant, aka Kevin, acknowledges and accepts that any severance payment may be terminated or modified at any time. Well, after Wendy's program was canceled, Kevin and Sharina's life rapidly collapsed as a result of Wendy no longer having to pay alimony. Kevin was super mad and said Wendy was in rehab and these people just stopped depositing my money code turkey. Now I'm demanding to see all of the bank records from the time of the divorce until now. And that will show what really is going on. These people have tried to starve me out at the end of the day I earned that money, and I'm not letting them take it since neither him nor Sharina were employed. Their financial situation quickly got worse, and he was forced to open up about just how bad things were. Say I have fallen behind on most of my bills. I currently live in a community that requires payments to the homeowners association, and in behind on that bill. My life has been greatly affected since Wendy stopped making payments under our settlement agreement. The fact that I am unable to sustain my life and pay my bills in order is extremely urgent to me. I cannot pay my bills and sustain my day-to-day living. He even dragged Wendy to court for the alimony, but the case was thrown out of court. Or, for obvious reasons, he got so broke that he had to put his house up for sale, listing it for about $1 million, and that tells us how desperate he is. This was when Serena's true colors started to show because she dumped Kevin so hard that he probably had a concussion. She packs up and left him because she was not about that type of light. This was first reported by a blind item saying somewhere out there a talk show host is having a great laugh. Her serial cheating / serial stealing ex broke up with his mistress. She was spending too much of his ill-gotten gains. I'm hearing that Sharina and Eric's husband Kevin are no longer together. And you know what that means? Well, come on now, the money is going. What the money is gonna happen? The money is gone. Insiders also verified that Sharina had moved back in with her mother after splitting from Kevin. Kevin was devastated by Serena's betrayal, but that wasn't even the worst of it. A few weeks after she left him, it was reported that Sharina planned to go to cabinet court to request child support for their daughter. We don't know how much she was asking for, but trust us, it will be a lot of money, and Kevin will be able to pay it. However, in a bizarre turn of events, Wendy is supposedly still standing by Kevin and telling him that despite Serena's recent actions, even though she doesn't feel sorry for Kevin, she still believes that Sharina is being a bit greedy by suing him after he pushed for years to get a divorce from Wendy so he could live without her. I can tell that Wendy is eager for Sharina to receive her fair share of karma. Fans have expressed shock at Sharina's boldness, with some commenting, "I'm speechless. The audacity, nothing good comes from being shameless. She can go after him. But as the saying goes, you can't get blood from a turner. Karma is real and satisfying to witness." I also adore how quickly child support can be collected from an employed person. When Miss Karma returned from her trip, she had enough gifts for the two of them. Go ahead, Madam Karma. You don't disappoint. So tell me what you think about this chaotic circumstance. Please share your opinions in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Were you shocked that Sharina turned around when things started to go bad? Or did you anticipate this?